Do I feel good today? What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge, your sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it is not close. All of the odds on the Early Edge are presented by our incredible partners, the king of all sports books, BetMGM. Coming off an incredibly busy, profitable day at the brand. Last night, coming through strong with the crew on Primetime Early Edge. Look at all that. So when you put it all together, you say solid. But this is about today. And today, the crew is ready. They've been grinding all weekend to get ready for the best Monday night matchup of the entire season. Tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. It is Primetime Early Edge. It is Jalen Hurts. It is Patrick Mahomes. It's the Eagles. It's the Chiefs. It's a rematch of the Super Bowl from just last February. And we'll have you all ready for it tonight, live. Right here, turn on your notifications. So with all that being said, you guys know what we do on a Monday. Everybody else taking the day off, or, this is my off day. Not here. I bring my absolute very best. Bringing the stars of the show, Snake. You know him. You love him. And we go 5 wide on a Monday morning. Proppy is here. My 5-tool player. AB is here. The Maestro is here. And Buckets is here. Now, last night, I went to bed, a little head on the pillow, and Maestro, I couldn't help be very, very, very happy that I cashed the Vikings plus 2.5. So, because of my elation, you, sir, this morning, get our 15 seconds. Good morning.
Well, we can just thank the Broncos' choice of a 2-point conversion play. It was really pathetic to go and cover that number. Of course, it came down to that. I mean, this is a game you just wanted to fast forward it to the 2-point conversion. You knew the spread was going to come down to it. But it's crazy because this game ends within the number. The Rams, Seahawks, another game, depending on when you bet it, you either won or you lost in terms of early in the week or right before kickoff.
It's amazing how often it comes down to that. The Lions almost covered late, down 12 with less than 5 minutes to go. They still almost covered the 8.5. It was a banana land Sunday. But today, how excited are we for Monday Night Football? Buckets, you excited?
Oh, you know me and Monday Night Football, Coach. We're together like this.
It is now time for our marquee. AB, quit egging it on. We talked about this. All right, here are the numbers according to BetMGM. 2.5. It's been sitting on that number all week. The total, 45.5. Don't get it twisted. These two teams are not the over teams they've been in the past. So where do we start? Proppy, I'm coming right over to you. Are we fading or are we following the Chiefs, the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions, as the favorite tonight?
Coach, I am going to fade your Kansas City Chiefs. I've got to back my Philadelphia Eagles in this spot. Here's why. Listen, the narrative has always been with Andy Reid coming off of the bye. He is phenomenal, and that has been the case. But it hasn't quite been the case since he's been the head coach of the Chiefs. Certainly true while he was the head coach of the Eagles, but that has shifted a bit. Now we have a rematch of the Super Bowl. In my opinion, a potential look-ahead match of this year's Super Bowl, combined 15-3 between these two teams. I know the Chiefs are very good at home. The Eagles are going to be up for this game, Coach. They want to make a serious statement. We have a much healthier Jalen Hurts, which I think will make a massive difference. I also think this Eagles pass rush, the field conditions in last year's Super Bowl were absolutely horrendous. It really stifled the Eagles pass rush that was historically good last year, setting the record for most sacks in the regular season. 0 sacks in the Super Bowl. Part of that I attribute to the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, and the offensive line, but I feel like they're going to be able to generate pressure tonight on a field that is in certainly much better shape. So give me the Eagles, Coach, and I know you're likely backing your Chiefs, Coach. So if you're up for it, I'm more than up for it.
Yo!
Wow. Very spicy to start our Monday morning. Coming right back at me. I feel like maybe Proppy's a little bit too excited about his Eagles play tonight. All right. So, challenge, I don't think I really need to tell you, Proppy. Accepted. Is the number 2.5? Is that our number?
That's our number, Coach.
That's our number. All right, Snake, without further ado, right at the top of the show, let's get it popping. Hit the music. It's gonna be a showdown. Not only is it going to be a great day, but I'm going to be a little bit richer at the Oh, I thought I heard the ding. My bad. I thought I heard the ding already. All right, AB, let me come over to you. Because somebody in the chat said either you were out late or you need some coffee. Which one is it?
It's both. And let me say this. Yesterday was a long day. We started the morning show 1 in 5. It was horrible. But we said on Twitter we were going to grind our tails off, and we figured it out and went, I think, 4-1, 5-1 on Sunday Night Football. So we grinded to even it out. We're a little tired, but not too tired for this game tonight because it's going to be an awesome one. I'm going to go with the under here, 45.5, and I'll tell you why. I believe that both quarterbacks are going to find themselves under duress, themselves under pressure, and you're going to see two teams that might not be able to get the run game going with said running backs. So we are going to see an uptick in passes, but we're also going to see drives that take a little bit longer to get points, and field goals are going to matter. So give me the under 45.5. And in the last 12 Monday Night Football games, the under is 11-1.
So you're saying there's a trend is what you're saying when it comes to the under.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys, you love to say all the time how much you love SportsLine. Well, I know NFL is our bread and butter. It is the king. Well, you're looking at one of the men with RJ White that runs everything NFL. Nobody is more excited about tonight than my man, the Maestro. And as I look at SportsLine right now, I see 13 different picks inside this one game. So, Maestro, I come to you. How are you focusing on the favorite tonight? Fading or following the Chiefs?
Well, the Chiefs are 20-3 after a bye straight up, and this is a very small number that we haven't seen the Chiefs lay in the regular season. But AB has a good look there because, there is rain in the forecast, there is wind in the forecast, and the Chiefs have a top 2 defense in terms of points allowed. So, I want to go with the Chiefs just because of Andy Reid off the bye, but you have to look at the fact that the Chiefs are much, much better versus the pass, and the Eagles, their strength is going to be the run. So that kind of sets up well. And the Eagles have been weak against the pass, but the Chiefs passing game, as we know, has not been all that impressive. So you can hear, Coach, I'm very torn on this game. There are a couple of props I really love, but I do agree with AB and lean under.
Maybe you should do what I did last night. I didn't know which way to go with Vikings, Broncos. I leaned into you. I would encourage you to play the Chiefs with me at -2.5, or maybe lay 40 or 50 cents to play on the money line. Either way, we're going to win, big boy. We're going to win. Let's go. Now, you guys know I'm nothing if not professional. And for some reason, the overwhelming popularity of this just doesn't make any sense to me. But Buckets, you've been very nice. And even though school's out for all the kids this week, including my 2 beautiful kids that are upstairs right now, so I know you have no other distractions. No school, no homework, no nothing. Now, AB, too much. Here is the Buckets no-fly zone today. So, Buckets, here are your selections. What are we looking at here, big boy?
Well, Coach, I know that everybody comes for the no-fly zone here to watch my expert analysis and my in-depth take on these matchups, but I'm going to keep this one super short, and here's how I'm going to do it. P. Mahomes. That's it. We're done. P. Mahomes.
To do what?
To throw an interception and enter AB's no-fly zone.
Okay. First of all, you are now dead to me. Second of all, you can go have a little party at the play window with Proppy over there. You two are out rolling in the Eagles van tonight. Because, yeah, that's the Chiefs quarterback. You didn't even know that. But for all of you out there that say, oh, how can that? I'm telling you, it's hitting at a ridiculous rate. And we don't even try to explain it anymore. We just give them to you. Say, hey, here's Buckets. But where are you going to place that bet? Where are you going to place the bet for P. Mahomes to throw an interception? Well, I got a good place. BetMGM. New BetMGM customers can sign up today. Get $200 in bonus bets. Just place your first wager of at least $10, and you will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets, regardless of your wager's outcome, with bonus code EDGE200. That is bonus code EDGE200. Now, you guys, I don't think you realize how busy today is. If you're a SportsLine member already, then you know there's college basketball all day long. Snake?
It's never too soon for college hoops. It's the Emerald Coast Classic on CBS Sports Network.
All week all week, including Friday on CBS Sports Network. AB just let the cat out of the bag over the weekend on the Twitter. We'll be landing there as well in the next couple of months. Could not be more excited to be on CBS Sports Network. Very excited. But you come here for our board. So, Buckets, I'm looking at you, big boy, because we still have a big old international break. Now, during this international break, there's a lot of qualifying. But we tell people to tread water very, very, very carefully because a lot of these countries, you don't know who's going to be playing with them. But I come to you for your hashtag next level soccer capping knowledge. Where do we start today?
Coach, it's so tough because in these qualifying competitions, a lot of these countries no longer care about these competitions because they're already out. And a lot of these countries we didn't even know were real until a couple weeks ago. So it does make it a bit difficult to navigate, but let's do our best and get ready for another party at the pay window. I'm starting with the matchup between Slovenia and Kazakhstan, two completely real countries that I've known about forever now. So don't even ask me how to spell them. Don't ask me where they are. I know what I'm doing here. What matters most about both of these countries is that this is a must-win matchup for them. We are in the final match day. If Slovenia wins, they qualify for the 2024 Euros. If Kazakhstan wins, they jump Slovenia and they qualify. So it's a must-win matchup for both teams. Both teams who by themselves are averaging over a goal and a half scored per game. Two of the best scoring teams in all of Group H here. And the fact that we're going to get on MGM plus 115 for our favorite bet, both teams to score in a must-win matchup between two goal-scoring teams. That is ridiculous. I know we hate this word, value, but I would have played that all the way up to minus 130, minus 140. That's a tremendous line for that matchup starting at 2:45 this afternoon. Okay. Then we go from Group H to Group C, where we have the exact same situation between Ukraine and Italy. This is a matchup where both teams have to win. They are tied with an exact record of 4-1-2. They both share 13 points. Whoever wins this match most likely will qualify for the Euros here. And if it ends in a draw, things are going to get a bit messy. So I expect both teams to come out guns blazing. No one's holding back here. We could see 4 or 5 goals in this matchup. And again, the fact that, Coach, we can get BTTS at minus 110, our favorite bet here. I feel like these lines are soft on both of these games. I think both teams to score and the over hit in both of these. And all I'm worried about right now is just getting my outfit picked out for the party at the pay window this afternoon.
Man, everybody wants to meet you there too, Joe. He's like, party at the pay window. The entire chat, hey, if you want to meet there too, write party at the pay window. While you're writing that, hit the like button for me. It really helps us grow. And if you think that this still won't be important in February when we start on CBS Sports Network, AB, they don't even know what's coming. They don't even know what's coming. Think more. You're damn right. Buckets, great start, big boy. Great start. Take that big old fat smile off your face. We're serious today. This is serious business.
Also, Coach, let me say, I don't know who leaked all that going out, but somebody did on Twitter because on, I guess it was Saturday, right? Whatever day it was, I had like 30 messages out of nowhere. People were like, oh my God, are you guys leaving? I was like, no. Like, no. Nope. So I don't know how or who put it out, but yeah, that's why we wanted to clarify.
I'm all good with good news getting out there. We told you for a year that this was going to happen, and now it's happening all because of all of you at home. Can't do it without you. That's the truth. Now, AB, now that we're done patting ourselves on the back, we have a big game tonight. And I know I can count on you to always look at things from a different perspective. Now, I need, I don't know, not one, not. Can I have 3 plays, please, if you don't mind?
3 plays indeed. And I noticed that Buckets took Barbados off of the pick list. We're done with Barbados. They're gone. They don't exist to us anymore.
They cashed, though. They cashed. They did hit.
That's what we're talking about. Every time that somebody makes a joke, they're like, oh, Buckets does. It hits. Like, I'm telling you, I'm paying rent over here off of Buckets picks, off of this. All right, we have 3 plays tonight, and Maestro hit on it exactly in terms of this game. There's going to be tough sledding for running backs, specifically for the Chiefs, but for the Eagles as well. There could be a little bit of weather. So we've got 3 plays. They're all correlated. First one, Jalen Hurts over 8.5 rushing attempts tonight at minus 125. Jalen Hurts is part of their running game. Similar to the Buffalo Bills, the quarterback running is not only something that they use on purpose for their run game and to spread out the defense both vertically and horizontally, but when you have a defense that can get after the quarterback as well, they get flushed and they run. So we're going to take that over 8.5. Just pin these. I'm going to bring it all together. Next one is Patrick Mahomes over 4.5 rushing attempts at plus 115. The Chiefs could have very difficult time getting the running backs going. The Eagles defense is only allowing 66 rushing yards per game. It's amazing what this defense can do. And the third play is both quarterbacks combined. You can find this at BetMGM only. Combined for 45.5 more completions tonight. Look, we look at the AI models here. It has Jalen Hurts around 24. It has Patrick Mahomes, I believe, at 29, somewhere around there. It's a really, really good number of where we are getting this. So I'm going to bring it all back together here. Both quarterbacks, both teams are going to be tough to run the football. So that's why we like the completions. But here's the best part. Because 8.5 for Jalen Hurts, 4.5 for Patrick Mahomes. You know what also helps? One of these quarterbacks has to win the game. And kneel downs count as rushing attempts. Patrick Mahomes cheating at the end of the game. That's 1, 2, 3 right there. So, of both of these.
That is hashtag next level capping right there. I never even saw where you were going. Had no idea. But I freaking love it. Plenty more picks tonight on Primetime Early Edge at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, even though there is an international break, it ends this weekend. So I need to kind of revisit our roots. And I tell you what, at Paramount Plus Buckets, do it with me. They can watch Serie A.
The Scudetto, where the soul of Italy meets the pinnacle of calcio. Catch Serie A on CBS Sports Network and streaming live on Paramount Plus.
Now, do not mistake my excitement for Serie A and think that I'm not ticked off at the chat right now. Because all I'm reading in the chat is fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. So you know what? What do we always say when we get backed into a corner? How I feel right now. Do we just say, no, I don't want to do the showdown? No. We double down. So, Proppy, if you're so inclined, let's do not one showdown, but 2 showdowns. Same thing, same number, same 2 teams. Are you in or are you out?
I was born in AB, or excuse me, Snake. Hit the music.
Already in his head. Already in his head.
It's gonna be a showdown.
First ever double showdown on the same bet by the same 2 people. We're making history. Now, as you would expect, my man Proppy, he's multi-talented. Not only does he have killer football picks, but there's a little league called the NBA that is rocking right now. So, Proppy, if you don't mind, sir, can I have the left side of your brain, which I like to call the NBA side, for 2 picks, please?
Absolutely, Coach. Yeah, we're dabbling on the hardwood with 2 NBA props, both unders that I really love. Starting with Julius Randle to go under 20.5. That is to score less than 21 points tonight. It's been an interesting season for Randle. He got off to one of the worst starts in NBA history. Over the first 7 or 8 games, he had the lowest field goal percentage of any player who was averaging over 15 points over their first 8 games. He's turned things around recently, but I think this matchup is a good spot to fade Randle against the Timberwolves. If you haven't watched the Timberwolves this season, they are phenomenal. They rank 2nd in defensive efficiency, and they have really started to figure things out with Rudy Gobert obviously being their center. And then they have another excellent defender named Jaden McDaniels, who has been absolutely phenomenal. I think he's going to be primarily tasked with covering Randle tonight. They give up the fewest points to opposing power forwards. As I mentioned, 2nd in defensive efficiency. They're also bottom 10 in pace of play. Those are the recipes I look for when I'm potentially fading players. So then we're going to go over to a superstar rookie who I absolutely love, but I think he's going to have a tough time scoring tonight. That's Victor Wembanyama. I'm going to go under the same number, 20.5 points against the Clippers. Similarly to the Timberwolves, the Clippers are a top 10 defensive team as far as defensive efficiency and bottom 10 in pace of play. Again, that is the recipe that I try to strive for when I'm searching for unders, but just a big number for Wembanyama, in my opinion. The Clippers are extremely adept at defending opposing forwards as well. I think this is a good spot to fade both of these players. It will require a lot of volume, in my opinion, for them to go over these numbers. So we're going to fade them, Coach.
Probably, please. I have to apologize because my eyes aren't what they used to be, and I could have swore while you were giving that killer take that there was a graphic on the screen that said that right now you're the hottest NBA capper we have at SportsLine. Is that correct?
I can't confirm or deny it, Coach.
So humble. So humble.
He really is. He's humble from head to toe. Well, I can tell you this, that also at SportsLine, we have a bunch of picks also in college basketball. I got 2 for you right here, right now. We're going to go to our man, Berg Betts. Oh, he was born to pick college basketball. We're going to go Syracuse, the Cuse, plus 14.5 against AB's Tennessee Volunteers. The first line of his explanation. Tennessee has the 4th best defense in terms of efficiency. You want the rest? Become a SportsLine member. Play number 2, our man Kenny White. Is there anybody better than Kenny White? We're going to go Cal State Bakersfield, Sacramento State, 3 p.m. Eastern time, games all day. Under 131.5. You guys know I hate unders, so I'm not even going to read you what he wrote. But if you want to know, become a SportsLine member. And if you just don't want to walk in the front door, how about we walk in the side? I'll do you a solid right here, right now. I'm going to give you 60% off the quarterly plan. That's 3 months. Use the promo code COACH, or there's the QR code, sportsline.com/join, and come be a part of what we're doing. Hashtag knowledge is power. Be educated. Be entertained. That's what we're all about. Now we have arrived. 3 super.
Coach, can I interrupt your flow for 1 minute?
Absolutely. What do you got?
And I can confirm that Alex is 30-16 plus 11 units on NBA props this season. Every single one of those on the site well before the show, and the lines are moving with each single prop that he gives. We're seeing incredible closing line value. It doesn't always work out in this business in terms of getting a great number, but if that matters to you, you got to be on the site.
It should matter to everybody, every single person. It should matter to. It's very, very easy. Turn on your notifications, but you got to be a SportsLine member. There's a lot of you out there that still, and I know you don't want to admit it, but you're still paying hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just to get picks from somebody. And then you still got to go bet them. It's crazy to me. I'll never understand it, but guess what? If that's what you do, do you. We're just building the biggest sports betting community in the world, day by day. And it all started with my man up there on the right, the maestro, Larry Hartstein. You're up, big boy.
All right, 2 props I love on Monday Night Football while I remain torn on the side. I'm taking DeAndre Swift over 13.5 carries. Since week 1, where he barely played at all, he's 7-1 over this number of 13.5, and he's averaging 17 carries. We talked about the weather being a factor that could affect the passing game. We talked about how the Chiefs are amazing against the pass, and the way to attack them is with the run. To me, that's going to be Jalen Hurts and DeAndre Swift getting at least 14 carries. And then on the other side of the ball, Reed Blankenship is back. He's healthy. This guy is all over the field, and he doesn't leave the field for the Eagles. When he is active, he plays every single snap. He's missed 2.5 games this season due to injury, and he's still 4th on the Eagles in snap. Every single game that he has played and finished, he has gone over this number of 6.5. It is juiced at -150 for a reason. And now, yes, I saw a question in the chat. Would you play over 7.5? I would maybe dial down the unit, and I hope you're getting plus money at over 7.5.
Maestro, from when you started your career, because this is the type of bet, let's be honest, 15, 20 years ago, you couldn't even make this kind of bet. When you saw it all changing, and now you see all the different selections that we can have at BetMGM, how much has it changed for you?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, you're talking about hundreds of options on every single game, which is just beautiful. You don't have to stick to the side. You don't have to stick to the total. It's just unbelievable, all the combos and all the ways you can attack this game.
Damn right. And if you're a SportsLine member, as Larry said, you get all of these picks at least an hour in advance. It matters. A half a point, it's everything. Now, Jeff says, best thing I did was get my SportsLine subscription. I could have told you that, Jeff. Bradley says SportsLine is the best value in all of sports betting. Quit taking my lines.
Coach, can I give you a nugget to end this thing so you?
Well,
can
at least we're open today.
perfectly?
It's Monday. We can eat this nugget today.
Andy Reid has coached against the Eagles with the Chiefs or against the Chiefs with the Eagles 7 times in his career.
Okay.
He is 7-0 up and is 7-0 against the spread. My man has handled his business. There you go.
Maestro, go.
Well, that is a great trend. Jared Goff was also 11-0 against the spread versus the NFC North until yesterday. So streaks do end.
Yeah, that's a good point by Maestro. That's a T-shirt right there. That's a T-shirt.
That is a T-shirt. I also feel like he's challenging AB just a little bit. Do you feel that way, Buck? You feel like Maestro just challenged AB?
I mean, he did everything but say the word showdown, but it was pretty close.
Well,
I just wanted to throw out something that's been rattling around in my brain for the last couple of days. I don't think we even have a showdown.
Yeah, we both like the under.
Because right now, Bucks is like, there's a lot of things rattling around in my brain that I don't know where they're at.
We all agreed no more words above 4 syllables, and that's been broken multiple times this show.
Yeah. AB, I felt like right there also, you're trying to get me to triple down with Proppy. And I'm not going to do that. I refuse.
I'm here for that, though.
Yeah, I bet you are, Maestro. Yeah, I bet you are. Toe in the water. All right, here's the recap, courtesy of our man, the Snake. Always on the ones and the twos. The Maestro, 2 big plays tonight. DeAndre Swift over 13.5 rush attempts. Absolutely, you can play this at BetMGM. Then Reed Blankenship over 6.5 tackles and assists. Little juicy, but Maestro, sometimes the juice.
It's worth the squeeze.
Damn right it is, and today's one of those days. Then Buckets. European qualifiers. Every game starts at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Slovenia, Kazakhstan. Both teams to score. Our favorite bet, plus 115. Then Ukraine and Italy. Both teams to score, minus 110. Then Proppy, 2 plays from the NBA. Victor Wembanyama, under 20.5 points, minus 105. Then Julius Randle of the Knicks, under 20.5 points, minus 120. Then AB, 3 big plays all from Monday Night Football. Jalen Hurts over 8.5 rush attempts. Patrick Mahomes over 4.5 rush attempts. And Hurts and Mahomes over 45.5 total completions together, minus 125. Then 2 plays from SportsLine itself. The Cuse plus 14.5 on the hardwood, minus 120. Then Cal State Bakersfield. Sacramento State, yes, they play basketball there. Let's go under 131.5, minus 110. I encourage you all to get all of your work done. Get it done early. Don't mess around. Get home. Get settled. Get in your seat. And understand at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, the best crew in the business will break down the best Monday night game of the entire year. That's right. It's prime time, early edge, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All the odds provided by BetMGM. But in the meantime, be kind to one another. Pay it forward. Walk out the door this morning with a smile on your face. Kids home from school, nothing better. Or for some of you, nothing worse. And understand this, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Monday tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lobo, Maestro, Buckets, AB, and Proppy. Never forget about our executive producer, the Snake, always on the ones and the twos. I am the coach, just trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. Let's have a day. Go Chiefs. Early edge. Good luck.